I got one of the best appointments I've ever copped for my Toronto IT client. I've been hunting this academy down for a long time. Had talked with their network admin and their COO, and just kind of trying to coordinate between the two had been a struggle. But talked to the COO last week. He wanted to talk with the team first and get back to me. Talked to him again this morning, and he was ready to book some time with us. So they've got about 400 users for staff. I thought that was going to be the entirety of the school. It actually turns out they have about 10,000 students on top of the 400 staff. His reason to meet was that they were actually just looking for a switch, and that's the reason that they wanted to get together and at least talk about what we offer. So should be a phenomenal meeting next Thursday.
A pretty good opportunity in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for our client down there. It's with the school district. Spoke to the regional operations / maintenance manager, if you will. He's had a pretty good conversation with them. He oversees vendor relations and kind of getting set up, giving them quotes for a bunch of projects they have lined up. Oversee a bunch of different schools spread throughout the DFW area, so it should be a pretty good meeting. It's just going to be a virtual, quick introductory meeting first, and then we'll get more acquainted with them. It's going to take some time, but it is a big opportunity. They have lots of schools, lots of projects coming up, so looks to be a pretty good one. We got him connected with our guy down there. We're also going to have a couple other members of their maintenance staff and team on the call as well, so it should be a pretty good meeting.
So I got 3 appointments today. The first one was for my Dallas HVAC client. I spoke to the maintenance director at an assisted living facility. It was about 40,000 square foot, 12 total units. I'm looking for a secondary opinion when it comes to preventative maintenance. So we're headed out there later this week to provide them another quote. The second appointment I got was Miami HVAC. It was a hotel. I spoke to the general manager. It was about 60,000 square foot. She wanted to connect us with their chief engineer out there. Very similar situation. They were also looking for a secondary opinion when it comes to preventative maintenance. So we're headed out there Monday to provide them that quote. And then I just got one for my Phoenix HVAC client. I spoke to the regional maintenance director at a private school. He oversees 12 buildings, and they're looking to build 2 more buildings. So they have a bunch of maintenance contracts in place, but they're always in need of extra contractors, especially building 2 new buildings. So we're headed out there this Wednesday to make that introduction.
So yeah, I set 2 appointments for my HVAC client out in Indianapolis. So one was with a company. The guy oversees 10 different buildings. Just the one we're meeting him has 40 HVAC units. They have some big summer projects coming up, so we're going to go and bid on those. The other one, he oversees 4 buildings, also has tons of units, so we're going to go out there and be one of his go-to contractors. For the same client in Indianapolis, he had a meeting this morning that I set for him, put out about a $9,000 proposal. I believe the exact amount was $8,890 for a couple replacements, so should be some good meetings and good proposal back.
So Monday morning, Nick got us on the board. Sounds like he might even be getting another one, but I will pull up real quick. Nick had a cleaning appointment, but while I'm doing that, let's go around the horn and just call some shots for this afternoon.
Roofer in Orlando.
You know the exact amount right now.
So we're kind of locking in a time. We've got a date set. It was actually a kind of a lob from Teddy. He set me up pretty well here. I believe it's with a manufacturing company, so should be a pretty good appointment when we get a time set. So pretty good one.
I'm gonna call my shot though for San Francisco today in the afternoon.
So got a really good one. It's been one I've been following up on for a while. I spoke with the president a few weeks back, and he recommended me speaking with the CEO over there. I finally got an inbound call from him today. It's a really good opportunity, about 135 end users. He sent me a copy of the ERP, kind of showing all the companies he's also bidding with, and we have a time set up for tomorrow. So should be a really good opportunity.
I'll go ahead and call a shot for Method Technologies out in Anaheim, California.
I'm going to call my shot on Indianapolis. Going to get them on the board.
No appointments for me thus far. I did have a really interesting call though. I called an insurance company. They actually got acquired back in November, but the guy I talked to is a managing partner out there. He told me to get in touch with the company that acquired them, so I'm going to be going that way. But he also said that his wife owns a medical clinic down there, gave me her cell phone, said that she's been looking for a couple of things, so it should be an appointment. So I'm calling my shot out in Knoxville today.
Got one for my client out in New York, first one for them, so that feels great. About 90 users, no major pain points, but wanted to explore some other options, so should be a pretty good meeting.
We got a couple warm leads in Pennsylvania that could come through email, we'll see, but I'm going to call my shot in New Jersey.
Call my shot for Chicago.
I got 2 appointments this morning for my roofer in Tampa. One was with a nursing home. The guy immediately said he needs a new roof and he needs quotes, so it was just good timing. And then the other one was with an apartment complex. 2 of their buildings were having leaks, so they also need a quote. Excited to see how they turn out.
Working on getting a spicy little solar appy up in Pennsylvania.
I just got one for my client over in Baltimore. They're going to be super excited about it. This guy and I talked for 10 minutes. He gave me a ton of information on exactly who they're using and an ERP project that they're going to be looking at to start in the second half of the year. But he definitely is open to us being there. He specifically said that he may be looking for a solution other than his current MSP for that. So, looks good.
It's been a great morning so far. I got one, Schaefer's got one, Will's got 2 from Aztec, so that's huge. Logan's got 1, so we're a couple away from the spotlight, but the one I got for blue collar this morning was pretty good. Spoke with her a couple times last year about doing roofing maintenance. They need a big replacement done, but they're not ready for the budget numbers yet, so we're going to actually go out there. We also do concrete, so we're going to go out there, give them a quote for the concrete project they have coming up, and then hopefully we can also get the roof too. So not a bad day so far.
Good day so far. I got a few warm leads for St. Louis IT client, as well as got one for our Chicago roofer. It was with a park district. They were looking at one of their amphitheaters that they've been having issues with, wanted to get a coating on, so it should be a pretty good one. Going to go out there and get them quoted on that, but looking for some more in the afternoon.
Got some warm leads for my IT client down in Florida. Talked with a pretty large church that are in between IT providers, and they're really looking for something, so we should get something set up here in the future.
I've had a few good conversations and calling my shot for my Houston roofer this afternoon. Got an appointment for my cleaning client in New York. It's a corporate company and they were very curious about pricing, so it should be a good one.
Off to a pretty good start for my New Jersey IT client. Got one for with a management consultant earlier, and he had a really funny tidbit. He said the best thing you learned in business school was that you should figure out what you don't know, find somebody who knows it better. So figured that it would be a good conversation to have. His team's in Piscataway and he's in St. Louis, so we're doing it over Teams, like 15 users. Got another one with a steel manufacturer. They work pretty much primarily with construction firms in New York. All internal besides like some of the outsourced phones and things like that. But was really looking forward to meeting with us. We're going on site next Monday, about 65 users.
Got a few so far today. Got a email appy from last week. Been waiting on it a few days. Finally got back to me, so that was good up in the ATL. Calling my shot. Going to be helping with various clients at the pod today. Might get 1 or 2 more this afternoon. But Jared, he cooked up a roofing appointment in New York. He's on the phone right now, but it's a 30-year-old apartment complex looking to partially replace and fix some active repairs. So that was a pretty good one.
I'll call my shot this afternoon for
Keystone. The boys are scheduling some bangers today. Clayton's got one, Trevon's got one, Ross has got one, and then me and my boy Brendan are gonna get a couple good ones after lunch. But let's hear about them, guys.
Yeah, I got my client in Kennesaw. Got him a nice appointment with a construction company. Over 100 users, 1 location, so it should be a good one.
Got a good one with my client in Sheboygan. It is with a nonprofit. We're meeting with the director of operations and finance. He wants a comparative quote to see what we bring to the table. That way when they go and look at their contract, we can compare numbers. Also got a bunch of stuff cooking, had a good partner meeting, so I'm expecting some checks this week from my client out in Kansas City. Updating my commission chart with my client out in New Mexico, and I'll know tomorrow if we have a closed deal with my client in Sheboygan. So we're cooking.
Scheduled a pretty good one for my client in Shreveport. It's a health center with 22 locations, some school-based locations, but roughly 180 users. Spoke with the IT director, and he was looking for additional help, seeing what we could help him out with. So that should be a great one.
I had a really good call today from a follow-up. We pitched June or July of 25. Spoke with him. He remembered us a little bit. quickly remembered who we were, what we're doing, pitched him on the platform. He was impressed. We have a follow-up call tomorrow to get someone the books. He doesn't run his own calendar. His assistant was in a meeting, so wants me to call him back tomorrow and we'll get someone the books in.
What market?
That was in Cleveland, Ohio.
HVAC in Savannah, Georgia. I accepted on call, looked at their website, exactly the one that we would want to get. I asked him about pricing. He said maybe we'd have to hear what you guys have to offer first.
Yeah.
That's set for today at 2:30.
I have not had anyone pick up the phone yet, but left some fire voicemails.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some callbacks, and then the second part of the day I'm going to be calling some pest control. I haven't called that in a while.
I didn't have any apps this morning, but like the one I had one Friday afternoon after a video. Pretty excited about it. You didn't get him to accept it, he was in the car, but I'm going to give him a call back probably after lunch. Have it written down to remember. But it's another mechanical HVAC. So, like you were saying earlier, mechanical in the name, it's a big one for when you know you're talking to a good company. I think that was Minneapolis.
You have to know where your appointments, every single one of them sits. There should be a follow-up date on every appointment that you've ever scheduled, and it should be a follow-up to either call them or follow up with me. That is how you work your follow-up. And that's one thing that I want everybody to get better at. Once you've gone through no-shows, cancels, and incompleted meetings are in the appointment stage, with your leads. Warm leads and lead weights. We talked about that this morning. Warm lead is anybody that you could get an appointment at any time between now and over the next 2 weeks. That is a warm lead. If it's outside of 2 weeks, then it becomes a lead weight. And it stops at 90 days. If it's outside of 90 days, they're just telling you they're not interested right now. It's wrong timing. So it's not really a warm lead at all. Once you call those, you should have a few, but not a ton. You go into those intros, there's no interest, there's no responses. Guys that are leads, and to get a lead, you need the name, title, the email, a direct line of some sort. You need to qualify that they're the right type of company, you know, whatever industry you're calling. After that, cleansing, suspects, building, that's all in preparation to get more leads, which then turns into more appointments, which turns into more deals. So work in reverse order. Right? Don't start with build, start with appointments and go backwards. Whenever you start your day, you should be looking at every territory you're calling, go straight to those appointments for every market. Start there, then call your leads. That's how you will get deals quicker and more efficiently, but that's all I got. We got 3 clients on the month so far, signed and delivered. We're onboarding even more with some of the guys that we signed up at the end of last month. But the goal for us is 12 deals amongst us, if not 14 now here with Brock's help. We want to try to be getting 2 software clients a month.
This afternoon I got one for my IT client in Charleston. They have 160 users. They are actively outsourcing to a couple of different companies, and he said that they're always reevaluating the companies that they use for projects, so should be a good one towards the end of the month.
Yeah, I followed up with one of my leads that I've been talking to for a while. It was for our San Diego roofer. It was an apartment complex, about 40,000 square feet. I spoke with their maintenance director. He was talking about some gutter replacements that they were needed, as well as getting a quote for some repairs on their roof. So it should be a pretty good one. Going to go out there and get them some quotes.
Just got a new appointment for my roofer. It's with an apartment complex, and they have leaks on both sides of the building. And it is an EPDM roof. It's over 25 years old. My roofer said he's actually driven past the facility and wondered, like, when are they going to replace that thing? And so maybe now's the time. But it's about 19,000 square feet, active issues. And when I talked to the administrative assistant, she said that she had been intending to give us a call back. So it was perfect. I just got that appointment set, and we're going to be heading out there in 2 days.
Got an appointment today for my client out in Grand Rapids. It's with an engineering firm. It's 300 users and about 40 locations. It'd be a co-managed contract, and they're looking to get information on our managed services, cybersecurity, and it's going to be a pretty good meeting.
Yeah, so I got a pretty good one for our roofer out in Cincinnati today. Ended up speaking with a maintenance director at a assisted living facility, about 30,000 square feet, shingled roof. He's about 3 months in, wasn't totally sure kind of the current status of the roof, but from maps it looks like there's some aging and wear and tear there. So we're going to be going out next week to do a walkthrough, and it looks like we're going to be finding some issues and some quotes to get out, so it should be a good opportunity.